We have more breaking coverage. MSNBC correspondent Garrett Haake out there on Capitol Hill. Garrett, it is official for those tracking it. It is in the 1 p.m. hour, East Coast, Washington time, that the House articles are headed over, and they are being received by the Senate today. Walk us through it.
Yeah, for all but, I guess, 8 members of the U.S. House, impeachment is now over. Tonight at 5, the Speaker will sign this engrossment ceremony. One last roll for her, and then those 7 managers will walk the articles across the Capitol to the Senate side. This is a formalized, almost ritualistic part of this process that will happen tonight, bringing the articles to the Senate side. And tomorrow the Senate picks up the ball again with more formal elements to this. The managers will read the articles on the Senate floor. We'll see senators get sworn in. I suspect we will see before the end of the day, probably later in the day, the Chief Justice on the Senate floor in his robes. The formal elements of this happen tomorrow. Then there's some housekeeping things that have to get done. For example, they are not allowed to have television screens on the floor of the Senate under normal rules. The Senate has to pass a number of little procedural resolutions just to set things up, to make sure there are tables for the managers, TV screens to present video evidence from the House impeachment hearings if they so desire. Then everybody gets to go back to their bases for the long weekend as these managers will put together their opening arguments, and the ball really gets rolling with what you and I would think of as a trial on Tuesday or Wednesday once the Senate kind of snaps back into gear after this holiday weekend.
Hey, MSNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there and click on any of the videos here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more MSNBC for free every day with our newsletters. Just visit msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up now.